sure sign of spring. Cubs fans toasting the memory of Harry Caray at his namesake restaurant. But is this the year the Cubs curse is finally lifted?
The GOAT's been back to Wrigley at least 4 times by now. Obviously, it's got to be something else.
Restaurant manager Grant DePorter, the man who blew up the Bartman ball 2 years ago to no avail, believes he stumbled on the true curse of the Cubs. He found a tiny article in a 1908 Chicago newspaper right after the Cubs won their last World Series. The story goes the Cubs owner Charles W. Murphy was disinvited by his players from the banquet to celebrate their World's Championship, hosted by showbiz legend George M. Cohan. Murphy never forgot the insult.
We said that's obviously, maybe where it all occurred. That's where it started.
Indeed, the name Murphy has cursed the Cubs ever since. Murphy was the name of the GOAT refused entrance to Wrigley Field at the 1945 World Series. Bob Murphy was the announcer when the Black Cat ran onto the field to spook the '69 Cubs. And who can forget the disaster at Jack Murphy Stadium in 1984? So tonight, DePorter invited descendants of the 1908 Cubs to a special meal at Harry Caray's, along with Murphy's great-great-nephew.
On behalf of Charles W. Murphy, my great-great-uncle, I hereby forgive Mr. Cohan and his guests, and I officially lift the curse of Murphy's Law from the Chicago Cubs.
Meet Pat Tinker, great-great-nephew of Cubs double-play great Joe Tinker.
Here for the family, here for the Cubs, and I hope that everything works out this season.
And this is the scene of the Cubs' last World Series glory. What's now part of the UIC Medical Complex was once the West Side grounds, bordered by Taylor Street, Wood, Polk, and Wolcott. Now, the Cubs played here from 1889 to 1915 before heading north to what would become Wrigley Field, where they've yet to win a World Series.